Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Charlie, and if you're looking for a really cool base builder that's an RPG and a tower defense all kind of mixed into one, taking place in an awesome mystical world full of magic, well, like, that's my description. That's all I can give you for now, but I'm going to let the game explain it. If you want to learn more about First Dwarf, the demo is linked down in the description. I think you're going to like it. Let's check it out together. The dragon, it hid in his beard. That's pretty cool.
Thank heavens you're still breathing.
What was that storm?
It wasn't natural for sure.
Oh.
But next time, maybe work on your landing technique.
A little hard to land under those conditions, but all right, cool. So here's our little dwarf dude. Rough beginnings. Really cool looking world so far. Lots of floating islands and waterfalls. That's not even a waterfall. I don't know what's going on over there. It's like something magical. Lots of magical stuff here. All right, so first thing it wants me to do is head on over to my mech and repair it. So we're gonna hold F.
Just look at this mech. That's what I call good dwarf workmanship. A few dents. That's all. I'll fix him right away.
Nothing a little repetitive hammering can't fix. Yeah, there we go. So progress on that is up in the top left corner.
Time to get in.
All right, so we're gonna get in it. Hit control to do that.
Let's see what's left of the airship.
All right, so we're gonna pick up the pieces of the airship. Now the big thing on the back, this is like a big old tank. It's full of mana, and that depletes as we walk around and as we do things. It's a pretty good supply. I don't know if it's gonna change for the full version, but in the demo, it's a pretty good supply. It lasts quite a while, but we will need to refill it if we use it all up, which is a fairly easy process to do. Let's go ahead and pick up all the pieces of our airship. Now, we have a hull over here, but then we've got this. This is a hammer on the ground, and only our dwarf can pick this up. So we're going to hit tab to go into a character switcher here, and we're going to head over and get our dwarf out of the mech and pick up the hammer.
Oh, my hammer. Good thing I didn't fall far.
All right, now we can at least defend ourselves without the mech if we need to. All right, so the mech, we have two primary resources we're going to be interacting with. It's wood and stone, and we are going to need a lot of these resources. Pretty typical, like most games, we're just going to hack and slash at these various different things to gather those resources up into a magical inventory. I'll go with. It's a big old inventory at the top of the screen. You'll see our supply of wood and stone. I'm not going to spend a ton of time doing this stuff on camera with you guys because there's a lot of stuff to show, but it just kind of, giving you an idea of what to look for here. Now, you can do it faster if you combo attacks. So if you stand a little further away from the trees, you can do like a combo attack. And how that works is, because there will be some combat in the game, and how that works is you basically just need to click again when that little area is in the green, and you can do like combo attacks and stuff too. And that does allow you to I guess, mine or hack and slash these trees and stuff just a little bit faster than it is if you're close up to it. Okay, let's pick up the chimney. Is that all the pieces? Oh, I thought I was leading into the next bit here, but there's actually more pieces. Here we go. Gears.
I'll salvage what I could. We can look around. Some pieces might have landed elsewhere, but I think it's a good spot. Just smell the forest. Time to build a base.
All right, so now we're getting into the base building part of it. We're going to try to start rising a settlement out of this stuff. Now, I am going to grab, again, some more stone here just because I know we're going to need a lot of it. If you have two resources also that are very close together, you can slash between those two resources, and it will allow you to kind of hit them both, or with the attack as well. So, like, again, to just try to get the combos in, but I'm too slow on the combos, but that'll allow me to get a little bit more. All right, so to get this going, we're going to hit control, enters build mode, and we can walk around in build mode here. We're going to go ahead and grab our primary base building, which I think for me right here, we're going to have this be maybe right here next to the mana source. I don't know if that's necessary. I kind of want to put it right where these trees are, but we can't build things while the trees are in our way. So let's just go ahead and get rid of these trees really quick. We'll need the wood anyway, so might as well clear this out where we need it. Okay, now we can place this right where the trees used to be. I'm going to place it right here, let's say. All right, so that takes care of our main base. It takes a little bit of time to kind of build slash warp in.
We're ready to start a new colony. Wood and stone, or how they say it. We have some wood. Now it's time for stone. Finally, wood dries and rots. And stone. Stone lasts for ages. You can build a shelter out of wood, but you cannot build a house without stone.
Stone's much stronger, so we're going to be doing that. Now, eventually, we're going to want to find a quarry here in a second. But I am going to just get a little bit more stone here, and then I'm also going to clear this out of the way. Well, I thought I was going to do it anyway, but I'm missing. There we go, just a little burn. Get these things out of the way if I can. There we go. There we go. A little bit more. No? Are you good? Apparently I can't get that one, but that's fine. All right, we're going to use that spot in a second, so I just wanted to clear that out of here. So find quarry. So there's a big wall of stone right here. I think that's probably acceptable.
This looks like a good place to dig.
Uh-huh.
Wait a moment. Look at these scratches. Somebody has been here before us.
A rock must have broken off. That's it. These are wild lands. We are the first to explore here.
What's that sound?
What is it?
I think something that doesn't want to be our friend.
All right, so there's a little bit of combat in the game, like I said before, but we can, as long as we're hitting combat combos, can make quick work of him.
I have no idea. I was expecting wild animals, but this...
I think it used to be a wild animal.
What on earth happened to it?
I'm not sure. But I think it was something even the songs are afraid to mention.
All right, so we're going to need to destroy the nest so that it doesn't keep spawning. So we're just going to go in for that. It's a little bit of a health bar here. If I can just get those combos, it would really help me do this a little bit faster. There we go. There we go. All right.
No, such things never appear one at a time. It's like an illness spreading through the body. It's only the beginning. You done enough digging?
Yep, that's it. Now we can build a well on the mana spring. The colony building needs mana, just like my armor.
All right, so this mana spring, this is where we're going to be going ahead and getting our energy source, right? You can think of this as like our energy source that we need. We're going to get plus 200 mana from this. Every building will require some mana. In this case, that one requires 10. So to an extent, eventually we are going to use up the maximum for this well. And then we'll need to start pulling it from another source, all right? And start spreading ourselves out a little bit. So back into build mode, we're going to go to the mana well. And as long as we're positioning this on the well, it will let me do it. And there we go. And now we're going to need to connect it with these pipelines. So I can have this, for example.
Stone all day, but I've sure had enough of cutting wood. It's high time to build a sawmill. Power it up with a mana pipeline.
There we go. So I'm just going to connect the home base there to the mana pipeline. Now, there's also this little raven that is going to pop in and kind of rest himself on top of my my mech suit here. They're used to send the northern clans, or they can be sent to the northern clans to carry the good news that the new colony is ready for habitation. Now, I can't send them yet because we are not ready for habitation. So as I walk away, the raven will just go back to the place. But if I walk up to that place, then when the raven pops in, that's when I can send it. Okay, let me just go ahead and get this stuff chopped down really quick. We're going to need more resources anyway. Chop down a little bit of wood. And it's going to tell me about switching characters here, which I'm going to look at doing in a little bit. So I'm not going to bother with that just yet. So in build mode, we're going to switch tab to resources. And now I can build a sawmill on the edge of this huge area of, this big cluster of trees. So just go ahead and do that. Takes a lot of resources. And then I also need to connect it to the mana pipeline. So just highlighting this building and then bringing this over. There's a maximum distance that these little nodes can move. So I'll just do the maximum here until I get it all the way over like that.
We have to build a stone mine in the quarry and connect it to the pipeline.
Yep. So same thing here.
All day.
Work first, play later.
Yep. Let's just get rid of this. Can I get rid of that? Thanks. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get the stone quarry in here now. That's the stone mine. So pop that in there. And then the same thing, hook it up to the pipeline. We'll just bring this over like that and hook it up like that. Okay, now we're getting a steady stream of stone and wood.
Not good. We still haven't prepared for unwanted guests.
Expecting someone?
All the filthiest things in this world like to come out at night.
I can breathe fire, but I'm afraid you won't make it.
We could use some defensive turrets.
Let's hurry up, my poor defenseless crew.
All right, so this is where the base defense, the tower defense slash base defense part of the game comes in. So we have those creatures that are going to spawn in various different locations, and we're kind of on a timer here. We want to build defensive towers if at all possible. So we're going to go back into build mode, and now we have a defense tab. There's lots of different types of defenses we can put in. We're going to need to build 2 crossbow turrets and then also some walls around our base. So there's a natural choke point here. The little fiends, if you will, they're not going to be able to go through this little forest. So there's a natural choke point in this area. So what I'm going to do is place this here. That's going to guard this choke point. I'm going to place another one over here, provided I have enough resources, which at the moment, I don't have enough stone. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit more stone here. And again, those resources are coming in on their own. So if I don't do anything, we will get stone eventually. But the mining for stone is a little bit slow for what I need. So I will need to do a little bit more myself, at least until we get additional stone mines set up for this. All right, we'll get about that much. We're going to need a lot more wood too, because our defensive walls are made of wood. Here we go. I was hoping to get like all 3 of them. There we go. Yeah. I wish the combat mode was just the default mode of getting this stuff, because it's just so much faster if you can just use the combat method of it. All right, so I should have enough stone now. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, there's not really a choke point per se, but they're not going to go around that, I would say. So we might be able to get away with having the wall actually over here. They're not going to go around that stone wall that's right there. So I'm going to put our other choke points here, or I'm going to use our other choke point here. And we're going to put this crossbow turret, I think, right about... Nah, it's in the way of these trees. Yeah. So probably about there is where I want it. So let's get rid of this tree. Right about there. And let's get rid of this tree too, just so it's not in the way. Because we're also going to need other defenses, not just the crossbow turrets. We'll need what's called balloon turrets as well. And I'll want those positioned nearby as well. So I'll just clear these trees out of the way so that I have that space available as well. Okay. So now we'll go back into build mode. I should be able to place this where I want it, which is about here. All right. Now we want the defensive walls. We'll switch over to the walls. And we're going to want to put this, again, they can't go past that little area for wood. The little area that we're have our sawmill connected to. So we're going to go through there about like that. And then I think I'll have this wall end here. And then I'm going to follow it up by also putting a gate right here so I can get out. So right about here to here. Yeah, we'll have a gate. That's going to let me get out when I need to. And then also this way, and this way. And they shouldn't, I don't believe anyway, they can get around that. I don't believe. I might be wrong on that. I don't believe they can go around that. But just in case, we'll bring this wall up this way. It's probably a really silly way to do it, but we'll do it anyway. I think naturally you wouldn't want a concave wall like this. It's a little harder to defend. You'd want it to be wrapping around the other direction, but it's fine. We'll do it this way. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is got to connect everything up to the mana network, right, with these nodes. So we'll start with the gate and we'll bring it over this way. Should be able to go between these two trees, and we'll hook it up directly to the sawmill. You can hook up to buildings directly here too. There are a maximum number of connections these little nodes will support, so eventually we'll run out. But so far we're not gonna have a problem with that. All right, so let's hook up really quick to this one, and we'll just go like that. All right, we need additional walls over here too. This is a really important area actually to defend. So why don't we go ahead and put in more walls right here. So from this side, we'll go this way, and this way. And that should lock down this area, and they won't be able to get around it. All right, cool. Next is the balloon towers. We're actually short on stone to do this. But you can see we're only missing 3, and eventually it'll say 2 if I don't do anything. But we want things a little bit faster. Here we go. I just wish I could do that all the time. All right, let's get some stone off of this. Mining from the walls, for whatever reason, is a lot slower than mining from the ground. Oh, apparently I can't get both. There we go. 2, 0. There we go. Okay, so I should have enough now for the balloon tower. It's getting really late. They're going to start coming at me here pretty quick. So balloon turret is going to be here. And this sort of sends like a little electric shock at them. Just a pretty cool defense tower. These trees are in the way. Shoot. Get out of my way. Get out of the way. And then I think before they start coming, I'm going to want to close this gate. So we'll close it. That's why it's hooked up to the mana network, so I can close it. And then also we'll then go in and get the balloon turret. I think that's not quite where I want it. Man, I really want this to be more central so it can cover the entire wall if possible. Let's get rid of these trees too. They're just in the way. There we go. All right, right here is what I'm looking for. Yep, right there. And then let's get this hooked up like, where is it? Right here? Mana network. Yep, here to here. Okay. And then we want another balloon turret on this side if it lets me place it right here. I'd like to place it. Oh, am I okay? I'm low on stone. Otherwise, I'd be able to place it. So I need a little bit more stone in order to do it. Let's get 4. Come on. Oh, there we go. Can I get one more set? I think I'm almost done. I think it'll just naturally happen. Yeah, there we go. Put you there. And then we'll hook it up with the settlement. Where's it? Right here. Yep. Right, like... No. Oh, I'm low on stone. I'm always low on stone, man. Stone is a resource you just use way more than you can... Way more than you're going to mine yourself. It is officially nighttime. I've got my... All right, I have the stone. Let's hook that up really quick before the beans come in. And we'll hook it up to this node right here. I think this probably this one. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do, but it's fine. Whatever.
We should be safe now.
All right.
Whoever comes close to this turret will regret it.
Let's see what happens.
And if the turret shoots at us,
It won't.
I will keep silent. But remember, it's an anxious kind of silence.
Uh-huh. All right, so they should be probably coming at us any second now, and I want to just kind of monitor this and make sure that...
Ooh, the smell. Ugh. True. Something really, really bad is going on here.
the nest is over
I
there.
can see that. The monsters are coming out of this nest.
Yep.
It's not about the monsters.
Oh,
Something much worse.
they're going to come right around the...
They're
They're going to ignore my wall entirely.
We have to destroy the nest. Otherwise, the settlers don't stand a chance.
Otherwise, nobody stands a chance.
All right, so thankfully, I got my towers to help me here. Yep, the towers will help me out a lot here. Anybody else? Yep, they're just going to completely ignore my wall entirely. They came out over there instead of over there. Okay, fine. Well, again, as long as I fight near my towers, I can have that help. Yeah, they're moving really slow. Yeah, they're big guys. Look at these guys. Uh-oh. Get him. Ah, back up. Not build mode. All right. I think we took care of the threats this night, but I definitely have a problem with my wall and that it doesn't really protect very well. That's my main concern with my wall. I'm not entirely sure how to delete structures. I don't think so. It doesn't look like there's a way to really delete a structure. So I guess we'll just leave the wall where it is. But we're going to want to open up this gate now so I can go over, just in case. Let's just close it. I can go over and delete that nest so that they don't spawn there anymore. So I need to purge the island of monsters and their nests. So we're just going to walk on over here. There we go. Dark stone. What's that? The bonus to get the combo, it's pretty quick. Oh, he's popping out. Say hi. And then to try to defend his home. Makes sense.
You've survived.
And the Clown Council wants to send settlers here.
I'm a bit worried as well.
But oh, who are we to criticize the verdicts of the noble council?
All right.
You know well our purpose here. These lands can be home to our clan folk.
Who will get ripped apart by wild beasts.
Not if we clear the island of those abominations. Come on, we have a job to do. What's that?
Darkstone, a concentration of dark magic.
Maybe it would be better not to leave it here.
You're right, I think.
So that was a comment about the Darkstone that I just picked up. Took a bit for them to mention that. There's this big wall here. It looks like this is another place where we could get stone hooked up, which is kind of interesting. So if I was to put another stone mine here, we could get that running, but we still need to be able to hook it up to the network, which is a really far distance away. But maybe we have what it takes to do that. Not sure. Tell me, let's see, go to settlement. Let's see if we can maybe get this hooked up. Go this way and then just keep going like this. Yep, like this. Whoops, that's not where I wanted to be, but okay. I guess we'll just have to have two nodes here for no reason. No, there's no reason to do that. Let's just keep going anyway. Go like that. There we go. And then that far. Yeah, so we're gonna get there, and then we can hook everything up, and then maybe this will give us more stone. All right, good. So we're hooked up to the network now. Does this start working? Does it give me more stone? It looks like it's moving. Yeah. So we should be getting more stone brought in now. Good. It says at the top +2, or sorry, +525. So that's definitely a thing. Now we might need more mana hooked up at the point, because those things take resources, right? So we have another mana well right here. So we can go in and dip in to this resource too. If I went to mana well right here. Oh, do I not have the resources to do that? Or do I need to clear it out of the way or what? Yeah, I can also refill my tank. So see how my tank is kind of getting depleted a little bit? You just hook it up. We just plug it into the rocks and it fills it right up. So another way to get mana, but apparently I can't build that mana well here. Oh, it's because the trees are in the way. It's kind of weird how the hitboxes on everything work. You have to have a lot of space. So these trees are highlighting, signifying that they are in the way. So we'll just clear those out of the way and try again. There we go. And then we hook it up to the mana network this way. Bring this cable all the way over. There we go. And it'll let me hook it up just like that. So now we have an additional source of mana and we can expand our base a little bit more. All right, so new home, it says. Time to build 4 houses in our base. Let's go ahead and do that. close this gate behind us just in case I don't get there in time before the monsters come back. And you might think we need a base, or we need like walls on the other side, but on the other side of this, it's kind of open. Like it's just a cliff, but I want to show you. It looks really cool. Some really cool stuff happening there, and I'm pretty sure I'd die if I jump. May not even let me do it, but I haven't tried it yet. I'm too scared. But we have all that stuff up there too, and we're gonna explore up there in a second too. So don't think this is the whole game. We got a lot of stuff to look at here in a second. But let me build the houses so that we can continue on that part. Now the Raven has some requirements before we can bring people in. It pops up. So the enemy nests are destroyed. That happened. Then there's some people called the Escoim, and we're gonna learn a little bit about them in a second. But we need to activate the port there with the blue crystal, and that is going to basically be a navigational tower. It's going to let the dwarves know where to come. We have a dark stone tainting the colony. We still have one to deal with. And then also we have required buildings to come in, and that is the houses. So let's build the houses next. So we need 4 of them. They can't be right next to each other. They have to be kind of separated a little bit. So we'll put one, let's say here, another one here. Another one should go here, but I'm short on stone. Of course I am. Of course I am. Well, that's why I got that second source of stone. In hopes that I would never have to deal with it again. Let's hit right in the center here. We can get both of them at the same time. No? Okay. Well, we'll get the wood first, I suppose. There we go. And that should be enough stone to build our homes. So we'll come back over here, and of course all of these need to be hooked up to the network as well for power. Apparently that is in the way. Get out of my way, tree. Wow. Okay, put one there, and we'll put one, I want to put one here, but we are short on both wood and stone for this one, so that is okay though, because we only needed to have 4. So next, let's take a look at hooking them up to the network. We can of course hook them to each other, so just one there, and then one goes there, one goes there, and whoops, I went too far. I went under the house. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll just do this then.
I hope they'll have better lives here. No hunger, no deadly frost, no...
Do you know how many have said this before? Generation after generation.
It's good to finally understand them. Let's go.
All right, we need to build a well really quick, just so they have some survival stuff, and so that is going to be right here, and we can put it kind of anywhere we want. I'll just stick that right here. It's fine. And then again, we go ahead and hook it up to the network just like that. All right, cool. So that's taken care of. Water well is done. All the homes are done. All that stuff is done. Now we need to examine a mysterious ancient tower. It doesn't tell us where that is. We need to explore to find it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, so exploration is gonna begin by going up that hill over there. So the tower is up high, so we're gonna crawl right up here. And I could probably look at, you know, setting up a wall from this side too, because it's probably likely that something would come from up on top of the hill at some point. There's also these renewal points. After building a base in the colony and the island, you can activate the point. I don't know what that does, but I'm gonna activate it. And it's gonna glow like this. But I still don't know what it does. That's all it does for now, is glow. I'm sure it has, you know, some other purpose at some point. Let's just get some stone while we're here, because if I can swing and get 2 sets of rocks, because they're right next to each other, I should take that opportunity to do that. Always take the opportunities to get multiple resources. Yeah, no, still not gonna give me the stone. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get all these things instead. All right, let's go exploring a little bit. We're gonna head up the hill, and right up at the top here. Oh, it's gonna cutscene me here.
I'm almost certain that this is one of the ancient escoing ports. These half buildings, half machines, guided airships, and served as harbor.
Doesn't look too damaged by the Great Rapture. I think I can get it running.
Well, that's what
we
dwarves
can use
are.
this port to guide our people.
Your people.
Little dwarves are good at that, huh? A little engineering spirit. We've also got a little thing over here.
Ruins. They have stood thousands of years. Look here. This looks like some Escoim junk.
It's not junk. These are remains of the Escoim technology. I can use them to develop blueprints for new technology and research centers.
We should keep an eye on such ruins. They can contain more of those technology remains.
Oh yeah. Now this looks like a place where like fiends might appear at some point, but I have no way of like really closing them up, so they're just here and open, but they're not a danger to me yet. Oh, a Farron? I don't remember this. What's this? Examine.
Look, this Farron is acting strange. The discolorations on the fur. It's the same color as on the monsters who attacked us.
Maybe it caused something from them. That's too bad. But we don't have time for ferrets.
But maybe we should have some time to see what is going on in these aisles. Please, let's take a closer look.
We could. I'm noticing my mech suit is kind of like smoking here, right? It's a little bit damaged. So why don't we go ahead and just pull out of here and see if I can't repair this a little bit more. Hold F to repair. There we go. Yeah, just a little bit of elbow grease in this. Should take care of that. Maybe a couple hits with a hammer. There we go. All right, so let's head on up the stairs here. We want to go up to that tower. And there's other things to see along the way too, but we're just going to go up to that tower for now. I'll maybe not grab the stone just because I see it. We have time to accumulate stone because, you know, it's kind of doing its thing while we explore. So it'll probably have enough by the time we get there. Some berries right here. And then there's another Farron here. It's just a happy one. So this one's not tainted. We can grab the berries. Just want to see this over here. Look at this. It's just super cool, man. I like to just, you know, look at games sometimes because they're really beautiful. And they do a great job on the surroundings. I like to take it in. There's some berries right here. We'll grab those. And then we have another mana source right up here.
Something's not right here. The tower is saturated with dark magic. This crystal is the source of it.
Let's take it off.
Yep. Let's do that. So we'll head right over here and we'll just take that out of here.
All the gearing looks good, but we need a navigational stone for the port to function correctly.
Navigation stone. I read about it.
Right, let's search the crash site. Perhaps the navigation stone is still there, buried among the rubble.
But if we want to find the wheel, we have to look for it near the airship.
All right, so we're...
Dwarves use such stones in their airships, haven't they?
Yes.
Oh, that's why we are going to the crash site.
Right, we're gonna have to go to the crash site for the wheel, but for a second, I'm just gonna head up here because I just want to see what's up here. Oh man, if only I could, you know, jump across that. So close, right? Don't worry, there's a way to do that, and we're about to show you right now. All right, so let's head down to the airship, and I find that just tapping shift is a good way to move around. Pretty quick. Uses a little bit of energy. But you don't want to fall too far because your suit will take damage. So there is fall damage. It's got a high tolerance. You know, we're at 837 now. There we go, 807. So like it's a faster way to get down, and it's actually quicker to do. The way I see it is, it's quicker to go down that way and take the damage, and then get out and fix your suit than it is to walk all the way around. So, all right. So we want to head over this way. Sorry, to the crash site first. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Crash trail ends here. I don't see navigation stone anywhere. It must have fallen.
I have an idea where it might be.
All right, so she believes, Ragna is her name. She believes it's up there. So how do we get up there? Well, with the character selection, we can now select Ragna as a character that we can switch to. So by doing that, we get to now be the dragon, and we can fly around as the dragon. Oh yes, absolutely. So she can get into places where obviously our dwarf friend cannot get. And on top of that,
Breathtaking. This view has no comparison to the closed spaces of the Great Dwarven Library.
there's all sorts of stuff. And this is how we can really explore the island a lot faster this way. But we can also get additional details with this as well, because Ragna has another skill called Dragon Sight. Because she's way up high and also she has this vantage point, she can also see things. So with Dragon Sight, if I hit control, I can just focus. Think of it like Witcher senses. This is kind of how it sounds too. We have that. So that locates something. We also have something over here too. And it's sort of like starts to beat a little bit faster when we narrow in on something that's important to see. So those are the two things we can see now. There's also some other stuff over here, and I'm not sure what that is. So I actually want to see what that is too. Okay, so we got this thing around us now. Is interesting. Not sure what that is. But now we have two of them. Do I gain special powers by having these? I honestly don't know. There's a third one over here too. I want to grab it. She flies pretty fast. I got 3 of them now. No idea what that does. Let's head over here and get this blue crystal that we're supposed to get.
Got it. Now back to the grumpy dwarf.
But before we do
I've
that,
lost the mana connection. Now there is no convenient way to quickly get back to True. I need to use my good old wings.
so normally
Get closer to True or the mech.
I'd be able to go back to True. That's our dwarf. Just by switching characters, and the dragon would teleport back to him. But if we get too far away, then you have to fly back because you're just too far away. I'm gonna grab this secret weapon here.
Artifacts of an ancient hammer.
Hammer with battle marks, you say? So it's a warhammer.
Oh yeah.
If I find more hammer remains, I can develop a blueprint for it.
Oh yeah. Now we have these 3 little circles around us, and I'm not sure what it does. There's also this thing in here, and oh, it's gonna let me come right through here. Awesome. And then I'm gonna grab this Escoim technology that's in here too. Nice. And then there's this chest, which I can open, and there's a feather inside, whatever that means. I wasn't able to get in here before. All right, cool. It seems like we've well, hold on. What's this? Can I read Escoim's text?
And the grain and oil were burned in honor of the king, and the flame reached the skies, and the tears of the people soaked into the ground.
All right, I feel like that's a continuation of another story. Probably need to get a little bit more details on that at some point. So, but cool. So we managed to get through there and discover even more things. So let's take a quick little dive like this. I think if we get close enough, we can then switch back. Nope, not yet. We don't have to fly all the way back to him if we don't want to. So when we get close enough, can we... There we go. So now we can switch back to the mech suit, and that just teleports us right back to True. All right, so we need to place the blue navigational crystal in the port. And honestly, it's much faster at this point to just let Ragna do it. So we're going to send Ragna up there instead. So she's going to be able to fly up to the tower. And, well, I was hoping we'd be able to go a little faster, but I guess this is as fast as we can fly. It's still significantly faster than walking up here with True. And she can access the same items that we have, I believe. So she should be able to go ahead and pop this into the tower. Now, I don't believe she can build anything. So if we need to use mana or something, then she won't be able to do that. All right, let's place the blue crystal in here.
Let me get the navigational stone. It fits. Did it do anything?
Nothing. Just as I expected.
Wait a minute. The Escoim also used mana. Let's connect the pipe and see what happens.
Yeah, so we are going to need to build up here anyway. So let's head back down to True. And we'll go ahead and walk up there ourselves at that point. Now, in case you're curious, the world space is still going on while we're flying with Ragna, which means if there are enemies down here, they can absolutely attack. and they can still attack, they can attack True just while he's standing there doing nothing. So we kind of want to make sure that we're safe before we start, doing that. We can, it looks like anyway, that the ravens can be sent right now, which is interesting. I'm not going to do it quite yet because I want to go up there and see, but the ravens can be sent. Now, it's also getting a little bit dark, and I don't know whether we are properly protected here. Part of me actually wants to see about adding an extra bit of defense here. Maybe taking this wall. Whoops, not that. Taking this wall from here, yeah. And let's just kind of, I don't know, go around this way with it. I'm not sure how to properly wall this off, but if I was to, say, do this, maybe this will slow them down enough. We'll do it like this for now. Maybe this will slow them down enough to where they won't be able to get us, right? So I can put another one of these balloon turrets right here. That'll slow them down. And then we'll get another Raven watchtower, defensive wall, gate right here. Mortar? No, it wasn't a mortar. Was it? It was crossbow. There it is. Another crossbow tower. We can place this over here in case they're starting to work their way around. Yeah, one right there, and then maybe another one right over here. I'm a little bit short on wood for that one, but that's a pretty easy problem to solve. There we go. And I'll place another crossbow turret over here, just in case they decide to come this way. Okay, cool. So now we'll go back to our settlement tab here, hook these things up to each other, and I don't have the wood. Okay. It's all right. I think that gives us enough wood, huh? To do what we need to do. Should anyway. We'll go off of this node. I'll swing all the way over here and connect to that balloon, and then connect these two together like that, and then connect these two together like that. And hopefully that will protect during the night from anything that's coming from that direction. It'll be a little bit more protected, hopefully. So we'll have to see how that goes. Because I want to go up there and get this now. I'm not sure. Can they get through here? It looks like they can just get through here, which is probably not because of me. It's probably because they destroyed the wall. So I'll just need to rebuild the wall so that they can't get through there. There we go. All right. So the storm is here. The question is, where are they coming from? Are they coming from up high this time? I don't see anything. I don't see anything coming at me, which has me both relieved and concerned at the same time. Let's take this quick opportunity here to fix our suit. Here we go. There we go. All right, we'll pop back in. And again, it seems like we're fine. I gotta believe that the defenses I have in place are more than adequate to deal with anything that's going to be coming at us here. So we need to build that mana well now. I'm going to head up there so we can build that mana well. I'm not going to bother sending the Raven just yet. I don't want to have dwarves appear at night while I'm not there to help defend. But it looks like we've got plenty of defenses. Albeit this thing's growling at me still. All right, we'll run all the way up the mountain here. And hopefully we have enough resources to do this because, well, I mean, we have trees up here, right? We can do it. Anyway, I need to build the mana well right here. Mana well there. And then we hook it up from here over like that.
Let the mana flow.
There you go.
What do you know? It worked.
Awesome. All right, now it says send a raven for the dwarves. Perfect. And if they're, it also briefly told me to look for a hammer. I'll look for the hammer pieces, which Sounds like a great idea, honestly. All right, let's send for the dwarves. I was kind of hoping maybe we'd... Oh, man. Oh, boy. Now, is it getting glitchy because of... Are they coming in? Is that why? Are they teleporting in now? Are the enemies near? I don't see anyone. Just in case, I'm going to grab just a little extra wood here. In case I need to build more walls or something. We'll fall down here. Ah, see, they are in the base. They spawned anyway. How did you get in here? Huh? How did you get in here? Oh boy, the big guy's here too. Can I draw you over near my towers? Can you come this way? How did you... Oh, you came from that direction now. They keep spawning where my walls are not. So, okay. Well, at least I brought him over here near my towers now, which is kind of what I wanted to do. So now that he's over there and he's being dealt with by my defenses, I'm going to run this way and get rid of this nest, which looks like there is another guy over here to deal with before I can deal with the nest. The big guy just standing here watching guard. Oh my gosh, there's several big guys. Several big guys standing guard. Okay. 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 So he's flinging things at me from a distance. And it looks like his projectiles actually can... Like, friendly fire's a thing? Maybe? Maybe not. Oh boy. Oh boy. I would not be a great Souls player. All right. I wouldn't claim to be a very good Souls player here. There is a lot of big guys right here. Trying to dodge them. Why are there so many of you? Do you guys linger around when the daytime comes, or do you go away? Like, were you just time out? I think you need a timeout. Well, I'm taking damage, but I'm fine still, right? We're okay. One down. I want to see what happens during the daytime. Do they just vanish? Or do I have to actually take care of them? Because if they're going to disappear anyway, I'll just walk away. Because I don't have any defenses set up right here, but fighting all of them makes no sense if I can just get away with them just disappearing during the day. So I kind of want to see if that happens or not. Daytime is coming. So what happens to you during the day? It seems like they're still a threat. They seem like they're not just going to vanish on their own. Which, again, I've got towers, so... Oh. Oh, they're flinging things at me. Right. Come on, come get me. There we go. Come on over here. Come get me. I'm right here. Oh, that's a problem, right? I don't want you hitting my buildings. All right. I mean, look, they did some pretty good damage to me, but they were also hitting my buildings, so I needed to make sure that didn't happen anymore. Let's go ahead and remove that nest. Oh, no, there are still some here, but these guys should be easier to deal with. I'll just have them come back towards my defenses. Yeah, come back to me. Come back towards my towers. There we go. There we go. Come on back over here, dummies. All right. Now I'm really damaged, actually. I took a pretty good amount of damage there. But I should be able to get over to this and take this out before it spawns anymore. Oh, a little bit more. One more. I'm out of energy. There we go. All right. That takes care of that portal. It should no longer be coming from that side, but man, took a bunch of damage. All right. I want to send the ravens. Good. It's a good thing I didn't send them earlier, right? I'd have a bunch of dwarves here and they would be having to deal with all this. All right. So we'll send the ravens and then we'll fix what we got. So send ravens. Then we got to fix our mech suit again.
Have a good trip!
I can't believe it. I hope he succeeds.
He will succeed. I believe in it.
The first colony is finished. But this is just the beginning.
Let's fix this mech suit. And then it says wait for the colonists from there. All right, meet the arriving dwarves. They are here. That didn't take long. That's actually quite loud. That is. Can we build another house just so that we have more? Yeah, another colonist house here and here. There we go. And then let's hook these guys up to each other. Like there and like there. Excellent. So we have even more houses if possible now, thanks to our numerous mana connections that we now have. Okay, so I've actually been waiting for a little bit here. Trying to figure out where these dwarves are. They don't appear to be arriving. Or at least it doesn't look like they're arriving. Now, it's possible that they are maybe over at the tower. So I'm going to head over to the tower because that actually might be what I need to do. Oh, okay. Yep, that's what I need to do. Because I've been waiting for them to arrive to my houses and stuff, and that's just not a thing. So if you're wondering the same thing I am, head towards the tower and you'll get them. All right. There we go. We got ourselves some other dwarves now who are going to head on down to the colony. Now, of course, it's my charge now to protect them, right? This looks like the chief right here. So why don't we go ahead and get out of our suit and talk to the chief?
Now, isn't this a nice place? Now, isn't this a nice place?
Uh-huh. So the voice is the same for the woman.
Now, isn't this a nice place?
And the... How very dwarf. All right. So I don't know where the chief is, but I am looking at this thinking that there is a potential here for trouble to come on down the mountain. So I am going to use this choke point right here to set up additional defenses. And because we got a little bit of a choke point like right in here. So I'm thinking we go, it doesn't let me do it right up against this, but I'm thinking if we go maybe like this, let's say the gate goes here. Okay. And then we take the wall from here to here. I don't know whether or not that's actually even going to work. Because, like, I don't know. Like, that seems like something you could just pass right through. Right? Yeah. So it's not really going to... It's not really choking anything off. Yeah. The wall can go up to the cliff side. That's fine. That's something I can't pass through. But this side here, I can't do that on this side. So that's got me a little concerned. It looks like I might be able to do it from here, though. Yeah, so if I come like this, maybe like that, that at least closes this side down. And then I need to add, you know, like a balloon turret back here would be a good thing to slow them down. I need all these trees out of the way. Let's take these trees out of the way. Here we go. See if I can do the other one faster with combat purely. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. All right, so with that out of the way, I can now do the balloon turret. Yeah, so right about here is where I would want that. To slow them down. They're entering in. And then the crossbow. Man, I'd love to put that right here, but I just can't fit it. It doesn't let me. Right here will work, I guess. It's not ideal. We can still get around it, but it's better than nothing. And then maybe another one back here. in case they get past those two. This is still better than nothing at this point, so we'll make this work like this. And then for this, we want to connect them all together, of course. So we go 1, 2, and then this one here from here to here. And then from there, we want to bring it down. Yep, this way. We'll get it hooked up to the houses. Seems fine. All right, so we got some additional defenses on this side. We can close the gate here. It's not ideal. I would definitely want it to be shaped a little differently, but it'll do for now. All right, let's go ahead and talk to the chief, whoever that is. It's got to be one of them, right? I already talked to 2 of them. Let's get out of our suit. Maybe we'll find him not being in the suit. Is it you? Are you the chief?
Now isn't this a nice place?
Nope. Is it you?
I, the head of this guild, congratulate you on achieving your first task as first dwarf.
I'm going to fulfill my duty to the end.
True, and while flying the ship, I sensed a foul scent from the nearby island. Perhaps this is a lead for preparing the next grounds for settlement.
Thank you, Mother.
Don't forget that convincing non-kin chiefs of other guilds will not be such an easy task.
Ah, there's going to be other guilds here.
For the sake of our clan, I hope you succeed.
Cool. We're not the only
I
ones.
will succeed.
Not the only ones coming here.
Take these blueprints. This building can discover new technology that will help you in your journey.
That's where the research can be done. Okay, cool. Research center. Now, build mode is not possible while I'm a dwarf like this, so I need to get back in my suit. And now I can build things. So, new building available to construct, research center. So that would be, looks like, in the resources tab, we get research center right here. Okay. Well, we can place that. Let's rotate it a little bit. I like the way it looks, but I think we'll put it right over here. It's kind of next to the houses like this. I like it. And then
Well, it can stand here until doomsday. But if you don't build a pipe connecting into the base, it won't do us any good.
Oh, I know.
I know, just a moment and it will be ready.
All right, so there's our research center. And maybe we'll get some berries just to, I don't know, make ourselves happy. I'm not sure what the berries do. I want to say maybe it's a way to heal if your dwarf is wounded, but I mean, I'm pretty much in my mech suit all the time. Do I stand here to do it, or do I have to be? No. Okay. Wasn't sure if I needed to like enter the building with just dwarf form true here. So we have workstation add-on, which is a add-on for the main base that enables us to craft various contraptions. And there's the mech propulsion. That sounds fun. If mounted, it enables the mech to perform high jumps and glide while in the air. Perfect. And then the custom mech arms frame adds the ability to mount custom arms for the mech. Unlocks blueprint for dwarven battle mech arms. Oh boy, that sounds fun. We have 3 technology points, and it looks like there's also, this is the Mech Builders Guild. So this is our group, but then there's another group of dwarves that are the Ship Makers Guild. I think you can probably imagine what they're going to be able to do for us, because yes, rebuilding the airship and traveling with the airship is also something in the game. Whether it's in the demo or not, I have no idea, but that's something that's going to be in the game there too. And then there's the Scholars Guild. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be up to. Of course, we have the full map, so we can see what we know anyway. And then also there's the unknown that are, at least this part anyway, is unknown. We have various different quests here. We're still trying to find the secret weapon for this. And then also there's a magic illness going around with the Farron magic. But it looks like it might give us fur as a reward, which I assume fur is going to be used to craft various different things. And then inventory, you can see all that kind of stuff in here. And then here are our characters sheets. So health, stamina, attack power, 1 and 1. We also have the mech, also level 1, and Ragna, also level 1. So all these guys get to have experience, level up, and then we can get different skills for them as well. Looks like here. Not available in this version. Each character will have their own skill tree with unique abilities that suit them. Here's a picture of our mascot for now. Okay. There you go. So eventually they'll have their own skills and stuff. they're gonna be able to do. And the level 4 is what it looks like for that one. Level 8 for this one. Yeah, awesome. So for the technology, I guess we'll go with the workstation add-on for now. So go ahead and grab that. Only 2 points left. And then now that we have that, we can go ahead and get mech propulsion and the custom mech arms frames. So those are all something I've just clicked. No sounds when you click them. I felt like I should have heard some kind of sound, but it's all right. So with that being done, it says unlock and build workshop add-on, find the right place. All right, so we're gonna wanna find the workshop add-on. I'm probably gonna be, is it defense? I didn't see it in the settlement menu. It's not in the settlement menu. It's not in resources. Unlock and build workshop. Find the right place. Did I not unlock it? I did. I did. But I don't see the option unless it's in defense, which I don't see it there either. Oh boy. Yeah, they're spawning up there. Don't tell me they can jump down. Can you jump down? No way. So they're spawning up top, but they're kind of reporting to the top of the hill here. And that's it. Because I've blocked them from coming this way, and maybe that messes up their pathing. Sweet. I win. Yeah. The best defense. Oh no, I have to wonder whether or not this tower can actually hit them. Not able to because I don't have enough wood. I am curious if... Oh man. They might be spawning in another place too. Let's cut down these trees here. Yeah, they're definitely... Oh, they're getting hit by something. My tower. So that was the question I had, was whether or not the towers could shoot up, and they can. So it looks like the towers can shoot up, but they can't come down. So that's excellent, which means I could put another balloon turret like right here. Right? And connect that up. Oh my God, frame rates. Yeah, and now I can hit them with 2 balloon towers. So that's pretty good defense. I like that. Yep, and then they'll try to like walk around, but they're not going to be able to get here. Even the crossbows can shoot up. Yep, awesome. So that's super effective. Yeah, I don't see the workshop add-on because I already unlocked it. And I don't see it in my list, so I'm not sure if that's just a problem with the demo. Tell you what though, we'll end this video here. I think we're doing all right for defense. There is another group coming in this side, but oh my gosh. All right, maybe we can't end it here just yet. This side needs a little bit of help. Come on. Here we go. All right. We took care of all the fiends on that side. Well, pretty much anyway. Still one left here to getting through. Yeah, we're going to need to rebuild the wall. Hopefully there's upgrades in the future to make these walls stronger. That'd be a good idea. We can always repair them like this, but making the walls stronger, like make stone walls, that kind of thing, I think would be a really good idea. For future versions of the game, that kind of thing, right? So just, apparently you saw the wall to make it stronger. I guess that's a thing. We want to go back to defenses and then go like this and just make the wall again. All right, there we go. So that's rebuilt. And then on that side, it was very easy because they just got stopped the pathing that direction. So cool beans. It does look like, yeah, they did not come from that side this time. So good, but they do seem to come from the same locations again. So even after you clear the nest, they still come from the same direction. So So I guess the thing I need to check now is whether or not those previous nests that I've already closed before, are those nests back? So is this one back? Do I have to clear it again? No. So it's another nest on this side. Oh, wow. There's a lot of... this is real thick forest right here. Thick enough to where I can't get through it. That'll be good for wood. Look at that. Yeah, definitely want to use it with combat to do it instead. Yeah, so I don't see the nest on this side, but if I find it, I would close. If I were to find it, I would close it. So I'll tell you what, let's end the video here, and we'll come back for the next one. If you want to see another one, let me know in the comments, and we'll see what else is left to do in the demo, if I can, assuming I can proceed with the workshop add-on. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.